Welcome to my channel.
Why even try? Hi all. Throwaway account to keep prying eyes away. I had my first hearing for temporary orders in my divorce yesterday and it went about as bad as possible. Basically, she got everything she wanted and more. The judge let her take the stand and she gave a sob story about how hard her life is, she can't work, and I'm nothing but an abusive alcoholic and terrible father blah blah blah. The judge absolutely loved it. Ate up every word. We went over on time, and he asked me what time I wake up in the morning and that was it. I didn't get to say anything else. Every time my attorney tried to speak he shut him up before he could get a word in. To back up a little bit, I decided to divorce her 2 years ago. I was working way more than full time, and she worked part-time self-employed and took care of our toddler son. The week COVID hit I found out she was working as a prostitute behind my back. She also smokes weed every day. I wish I had left then, but I was worried about her and my son and had nowhere to go as the lockdowns were starting. Here we are 2 years later and I haven't been able to save up for an attorney, so my family helped me out. Basically the judge ordered I pay all of her expenses, give her everything I have. The child I get 24 hours a week, the house, everything in it, my car, my salary, cover her lawyer's fees, her insurance, phone etc. I even have to do maintenance, cut the grass on the house I've been locked out of for months. Given what happened, I'm just curious, why even try? What good does all of my hard work and fathering do when the judge won't even let me explain my side of things? The only thing she has on me is my work schedule. It is crazy and I work weird hours. It's shift work. But they made me out to be this horrible bad guy because I work 60 hours a week and they don't care that she's a prostitute and smokes weed with our young son around. I'm just trying to understand how they can take everything, and I mean everything, from me. I'm essentially paying her more than I make in child support, alimony, paying the bills on my old house, cutting the grass there etc. And now she's trying to take my car so I can't even get to work. My attorney tried to bring up her working as a prostitute. The judge said that doesn't have anything to do with this case. We brought up pictures of her smoking weed with a toddler present and he said she claims she stopped. He asked that we take a drug alcohol screening since she's alleging I drink a liter of alcohol a day and we have evidence she smokes weed. The judge said no, maybe in 45 days we can do a test. I'm pretty distraught right now, and wondering if anyone has experienced anything similar. I really don't know what to do moving forward and would like some advice. I know there has to be a way to fight this, and I hope that my hard work in life isn't for nothing because whatever she says in court is gospel and I don't get to speak my part. Update: why is it so hard to get them out of your head? I'm currently divorcing my serial cheating wife. It's been going on for months but going nowhere fast. Lately I keep getting feelings of missing her, and missing the things we used to do. During our last court hearing I pretty much lost everything. My child, my home, most of my belongings, and got slammed with alimony CS that I have to work as much overtime as possible to keep up with. As the judge set her income at zero and took my life away, I watched her trying to contain her laughter. Must have been really funny to her. However, she keeps trying to get in my life. Acting like nothing happened and ignoring court orders to text, call my phone etc. All she wants to do is figure out a way to get back together and stop the divorce. I know what she's doing, and I'm trying to not play into it. If I respond to her messages I keep it as brief as possible. I only respond when it's something to do with our child, otherwise just ignore it. As far as I'm concerned I moved on. I'm trapped in my work situation to pay the alimony CS, but am looking for something with better hours to give me more time with our kid. I've started a new relationship with a wonderful woman who is really everything I've always wanted. I know, I wasn't trying to get into anything, but it just kinda happened. This was after I left STBX-BTW. As far as that goes, I've been completely open about what I'm going through and she's been through something similar as well. We've agreed to take it slow until the divorce is over and I can get some time to heal. Still, it's good to have companionship and be close to someone that has been through a similar experience. It took years to leave my STBX and I detached a long time ago, or so I thought. I really don't think I could go through with the divorce if my new woman hadn't come into my life when she did. My STBX is very manipulative and I've always feared taking her back. I don't have that fear now as I've got a glimpse into what a normal relationship can look like. I still find myself missing my STBX though, and the life I left behind. It all seems like a lie after discovering her working as a prostitute and crushing the dreams we shared. It feels like none of it was real. I know that it's not really her I miss, but the experiences and the feelings and history we shared. To be clear, I have zero intention of ever taking her back. Even when I miss some of the good times, it's easy to remember some of the things she said, or I found on her phone, or obvious signs she was cheating before I found out, etc. I know I'm not the only one, but is it normal to miss someone who could do these things to you? Why do I miss her so much when she's proven she cannot be trusted and will cheat on me at the first chance she gets? I'm setting a foundation for a happy cheater-free life, but how do I get her out of my head? Redditors' reactions. Redditor 1, if she's trying so hard to get back into your life, let her back in. Get cozy with her, and find an opportunity to get her to sign a post-nup. It might be a little tricky. Once she drops her guard, find evidence of her cheating, then leave her again with nothing. It may be hard to pull off, but it's legal and doable. Good luck. Op answer, I've thought about it, but I don't think I could stand spending one more day with her. The financial ruin sucks, but I'm still happier now than I was with her around. She probably would sign a post-nup, and she may go years without cheating to keep me around. Eventually she'll do it, but I don't want to be stuck with her for 10 years waiting. Hopefully I'll have a new life and family by then and she'll be a distant memory of somebody I once knew. Redditor 2, get a co-parenting app, then block her number. Op answer, I've got one. I was court ordered to pay $300 for it and that's supposed to be all we use. I left her number unblocked in case of emergencies with our kid or something. The texts about our kid I don't mind, but I'm tired of the random messages from her. If I did that I would be screwed in court. May have to block her anyways. Redditor 3, yes. It's all very normal. That much trauma has left you with a lot of PTSD. You miss the life you thought you had before catching her repeatedly cheating. The version of her when it felt more innocent. The best thing you can do is look into therapy to help you heal from all of the damage she left you with. Op answer, I agree and I'm going to be starting therapy pretty soon. I have come to realize that the version of her I miss never really existed. It's still gonna be hard, but I loved a ghost. Now I know who she really is without the mask on, and hopefully time will make it easier to put it all behind me and start a new life. Redditor 4, you're not missing her, you're missing the her you built in your head and thought she was. She is not that woman, it's important to remember that. Redditor 5, totally normal. It feels really shitty though. Like grieving a death, but somehow even worse because they're still alive. You absolutely can and should honor the emotions you feel as you mourn the loss of your old life together and the dreams that never came to be. There was a time that all of it was real and denying it or pushing it down will certainly make things worse. Going through it is how you get through it. Op answer, that's true, and yeah, it feels really shitty still. I do miss the experiences and some of the joy we had, but have to remember who she is now so I don't risk being manipulated into taking her back. I don't know where my new relationship will go, but it feels so much better having a completely different dynamic and respect going both ways. That's something I haven't had in a very long time. Redditor 6, that's awful. Is that settlement what your lawyer told you to expect? Is it just 3 years alimony? Op answer, no, we hoped it would have gone much differently but got slammed pretty hard. I've since hired a new lawyer so hopefully can turn things around a bit. The current orders don't have an expiration date for the alimony, but I'm hoping it's only a few years. We were 3 months over the minimum required for alimony, but the judge did not like my side of things at all. I'm the higher earner, and I work weird hours and nights, weekends, etc. trying to get a different job and have a normal schedule, but depends how much money they want to squeeze from me. Redditor 7, just curious, is prostitution illegal where you are? How would a court look on someone with a conviction for it when it came to child custody? If not illegal, then she has an income? There's a potential advantage for you here either way if you choose to take it? Op answer, it's still illegal where I'm at, but essentially not enforced. I work in the legal system here, and unfortunately for me, women almost never get charged. If they do, it's a small fine and maybe a night in jail. Typically they only charge men for solicitation, which is a felony here. The judge knows she's a prostitute, but didn't care. He didn't see that as a danger to the child and said it has nothing whatsoever to do with the divorce. Anybody with 2 brain cells knows that's complete bullshit, but unfortunately that's the system we live in. That's why I'm damn sure never getting married again, and hopefully can convince my child to avoid it in the future as well. Redditor 8, hopefully you can get into IC to help you cope with this trauma and work on yourself. Op answer, definitely. I haven't started yet, but I will be in the next few weeks. Redditor 9, they say it's much easier to leave a healthy relationship. You're probably trauma bonded to a certain degree. I was doing much better until my ex contacted me 2 days ago. NC really is the best thing. Or as close to NC as you can get. It's normal to mourn the loss of someone you loved and shared your life with, regardless of who they've proven to be. I still love my ex and probably always will to a certain extent. I still care about him and feel proud that he's figuring out his past trauma and insecurities on his own. But the difference is that I love myself more now, and I won't settle for anything less than the full package. Love, integrity, connection, respect and trust. I know that everything's gonna be okay eventually. Keep that distance, keep reminding yourself of why you're better off now, and keep on living your life for you. Before you know it, you'll realize you've moved on.
Thank you for watching. Comment what do you think about this situation. Don't forget to like and subscribe.